Hello everyone and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kai and Trina bond, Nina's love story. Here is the preview video for Wednesday, February 12th, 2025's General Hospital. You may anticipate Jason Morgan threatening Cyrus Renault in today's episode. Nina Reeves prepares to tell Willow Tate Corinthos the truth. Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson continue to get closer in the meantime. Let's discuss what's coming up in today's episode as you continue reading. Nina Reeves admits. You can anticipate Nina and her daughter continuing their heart-to-heart in today's program. Nina is taking a significant risk in her desperate attempt to separate Willow from Drew Kane Quartermain. Nina is unsure of Willow's reaction when she finds out that Drew had an affair with her mother as well. Nina hopes Willow would be repulsed and distanced from the shady congressman as a result. Naturally, Nina may also change her mind at the last minute and come up with a different explanation. Will the nurse even trust Nina's mother if she tells Willow about her private relationship with Drew? Because Willow is in love, her mind might find any reason to reject Nina's assertion. Willow might also face Drew, who might accuse her of lying. Jocelyn Jack's risky match. The preview video also hints at additional tension between Anna Devane and Jocelyn Jacks on Wednesday, February 12th. Jocelyn decided to handle things herself and crept into Cyrus' room. Cy knew someone was in his room when Jocelyn shook a flower. If two more events hadn't occurred, Jocelyn's apology to Cyrus might have repaired the harm. Cyrus was accosted by Danny Morgan and heard Elizabeth, Liz Baldwin. You may anticipate Anna yelling at Jocelyn in the upcoming episode. Joss is once again warned by Anna that her small game could result in her death. The danger of Jason Morgan. On General Hospital, teasers indicate that Jason is still confronting Cyrus. Cyrus placed a fictitious prayer on Danny's shoulder. Danny swallowed, and while Cy won't do anything in front of the other customers, it was undoubtedly a frightening position. Cy must maintain his facade. Jason warns Cyrus that no one will discover the villain's body if he touches Danny once more. The issue is that Jason will probably be a top suspect if Cyrus dies as a result of that quite visible and audible threat. Bond between Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor. Kai tells Trina that those are important things to live by in the preview clip as well. Despite their apparent bond, Curtis Ashford feels uneasy about the young man. Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan sit down in the interim. Additionally, Elizabeth Liz Baldwin keeps talking to Lucky Spencer. Sonny can't stop his daughter's retaliation. Will Christina snap over Ava's custody compromise? According to General Hospital teasers, Christina Corinthos Davis is still battling a great deal of pent-up anger at Ava Jerome. Christina lost her temper and left Elizabeth Baldwin looking worried following Ava's park ambush and attempt to kidnap Avery Corinthos. Christina has promised that Ava cannot have her daughter as she is unable to have her own. Naturally, since Christina is not Avery's parent, that is not her decision. We understand that Christina is a protective sister, but it's obvious that her grievance over the death of her kid is the main factor in this scenario with Ava. Despite her flaws, Ava is a loving mother who genuinely cares for Avery. A quiet custody ceasefire between Sonny Corinthos and Ava may finally be possible now that Natalia Ramirez has been pressuring him to make concessions. Stopping all of the fighting is better for Avery and Sonny's heart as well. Christina is unaware of Sonny's cardiac problems, but she would likely still feel the same way about this custody dispute anyway. Christina is resolved to exact revenge on Ava in a different way because she was unable to obtain the justice she sought in court. What would happen if Christina's most recent payback scheme fails, and Ava winds up sharing custody with Sonny? Will Christina become more desperate for vengeance as a result of that, pushing her over the edge? Depending on how everything turns out, Christina might lose it and truly lose it. It's clear that Christina's mental anguish over that hotel window fall, and all the guilt she feels for Ava is still very much present. Christina is venting all of her resentful rage on Ava, since she hasn't completely accepted her loss. Christina might lose it and do something really horrible when she learns that Sonny won't punish Ava by denying her Avery. Stay back for updates on whether that will result in disastrous news for Ava, as our GH predictions suggest that Christina may make some crazy moves as a result. According to General Hospital teasers, Christina needs a lot of mental support. Will she receive it before Ava suffers the consequences? An explanation of Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright's feud. Although they have never been the best of friends, these two have also not been the worst of enemies, aren't they? At least that's what some fans of General Hospital believe. General Hospital News. An explanation of Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright's feud. Naturally, we are referring to Laura Wright and Kelly Monaco. The two actresses did appear to be rather close both on and off screen at one point, but it also appeared like they had been avoiding each other for the past few years. When it was revealed last summer that Kelly had been sacked from the show, Laura really said very little. Many people are now curious about what Laura and Kelly have been up to behind closed doors as a result of this. Nevertheless, it appears that Kelly avoided a lot of people in her last days on the popular ABC serial Opera. Additionally, it appears that many individuals were attempting to avoid any further issue by avoiding her and the news that she was fired. However, you would think that during Kelly's last few weeks on the show, someone like Laura would have at least mentioned her. They did collaborate for many years after all. General Hospital News. What was actually going on between Laura and Kelly? However, if we have discovered anything about Laura Wright throughout the years, it is that she definitely enjoys being the focus of attention. Additionally, in this made-up town of Port Charles, there is only one queen who wears the crown. Well, enough said. To yet, neither Kelly nor Laura have verified or refuted the reports or commented on their alleged dispute. However, it's unlikely that anything will be said at this time. As soon as new information becomes available, we will undoubtedly keep you informed. Scout goes crazy. Does Alexis launch a custody battle? According to General Hospital spoilers, tiny Scout Quartermain's life has seen significant change in a brief period of time. Since her mother, Sam McCall, died on Halloween 2024, everything in her life has changed drastically. Shortly after her mother died, she moved in with the Quartermains, which was a simple adjustment because her brother Danny Morgan, Dad Drew Quartermain, pseudo-stepbrother Rocco Falconeri, and pseudo-stepdad Dante Falconeri were all present. Nevertheless, poor Scout has been living in a hotel room, far from her brothers, her real family, who are the people she loves the most, ever since Drew's romance with Willow Tate Corinthos was made public. Might Scout's mental state deteriorate? Scout is Drew's afterthought. Drew doesn't seem to be thinking about his daughter because he is too busy working as a congressman, dealing with Willow and her drama, and taking down his enemies, primarily Curtis Ashford, Sonny Corinthos, and Jason Morgan. Would Drew even notice now if Scout was having trouble? The home was bustling with activity, at least at the QS. If her father or brothers weren't present, there was always someone around, but today she is alone. The idea of Scout being on her own bothers Alexis. During a recent conversation, Alexis Davis learned that Drew was leaving the Quartermain mansion. Due to his recent behavior, he was expelled from his house, but Scout was allowed to remain. But since he is now her only and legal guardian, Drew would never permit that. The thought of Scout being separated from her brothers did not sit well with Alexis. As we all know, Sam would have preferred for her daughter to be with both Danny and Rocco. In order to maintain a sense of normalcy for all three of Sam's children with their siblings around, Jason and Dante decided to move into the mansion together. Is Drew ensuring that Scout maintains relationships with her brothers and other relatives, such as Brooklyn Quartermain Chase and Monica Quartermain, with whom she grew up at the mansion? What if all of this has an impact on Scout's mental health? Red flags might be raised if she were to perhaps run away or lash out at school, but Drew might not notice at first because he's too busy being Port Charles's #1 slimeball. At that moment, would Alexis come out and demand custody of her granddaughter? Scout would undoubtedly be given priority by Alexis, who would also find time for her to be with her brothers and other loved ones. Will Christina snap over Ava custody compromise? Sonny can't stop daughter's revenge? The ongoing custody battle in Port Charles has taken a dramatic turn, and tensions are at an all-time high. Christina Corinthos Davis has never been one to back down from a fight, but when she learns about the latest compromise regarding Ava Jerome and the custody of Avery, will she be able to keep her emotions in check? Or will Sonny Corinthos find himself powerless to stop his daughter from taking matters into her own hands? Christina's protective nature towards Avery. Christina has always had a soft spot for her younger sister, Avery. Despite the complicated relationships between Sonny, Ava, and their extended families, Christina sees Avery as an innocent party caught in a whirlwind of adult conflicts. Over the years, Christina has stepped up as a caring and loving older sister, ensuring that Avery receives the love and attention she deserves. With Ava being a perpetual wild card and Sonny constantly embroiled in dangerous mob-related activities, Christina has long feared for Avery's well-being. While Sonny believes he is doing what is best for his daughter, Christina has often questioned whether he sees the full picture. If Ava manages to negotiate a compromise that allows her to retain significant custody over Avery, Christina may view this as a betrayal of Avery's safety and best interests. Ava and Sonny's unstable past. Ava Jerome is no saint. From her criminal background to her manipulative tendencies, she has left a trail of destruction in her wake. While she has softened in recent years, particularly after Kiki's tragic death, there is still a level of unpredictability surrounding her. Sonny, on the other hand, has tried to keep Ava at arm's length while maintaining a co-parenting relationship for Avery's sake. However, recent events suggest that Ava may be gaining more leverage over Sonny. Whether it's through blackmail, guilt, or genuine compromise, Ava seems to have found a way to secure more time with her daughter. This, of course, does not sit well with Christina. She has witnessed firsthand the damage Ava has done to those around her, and she may not be willing to stand by and watch Avery grow up under Ava's influence. If Christina feels that Sonny is being too lenient or blind to Ava's true nature, she may take extreme measures to correct what she sees as a grave mistake. Christina's history of impulsivity. Christina has a history of making impulsive and emotionally driven decisions. From her involvement with cult leader Shiloh Archer to her tumultuous relationships, she has demonstrated that she follows her heart, even when it leads her into dangerous territory. While she has matured in many ways, her protective instincts over her loved ones remain strong. If Christina feels that Sonny is failing Avery by allowing Ava too much control, she may decide to take matters into her own hands. Whether this means confronting Ava, attempting to expose any lingering secrets, or even trying to seek legal action on her own, Christina's determination could lead her down a dangerous path. Sonny's dilemma. Can he control Christina? Sonny has always been a dominant force in his children's lives, but Christina has never been the type to blindly obey him. Unlike Michael, who often tries to play the peacemaker, Christina is more prone to rebelling against authority when she feels strongly about something. If Sonny tells her to stay out of the custody issue, she may do the exact opposite. Additionally, Sonny is dealing with his own struggles. With his criminal empire constantly under threat and his recent conflicts with enemies both old and new, he may not have the bandwidth to fully grasp how much this custody compromise is affecting Christina. If he underestimates her determination, he may find himself blindsided by her actions. What might Christina do? If Christina reaches her breaking point, several scenarios could unfold. Confronting Ava publicly, Christina could decide to expose Ava's past misdeeds, hoping to sway public and legal opinion against her. If she brings up Ava's criminal history, shady dealings, and past betrayals, she might think she can turn the tide against her. Secretly gathering evidence, determined to prove Ava is unfit, Christina might begin investigating her, hoping to uncover something damaging enough to remove her from Avery's life permanently. Legal maneuvering. Christina may try to gain some form of guardianship, or push for alternative custody arrangements that minimize Ava's influence on Avery. Direct confrontation with Sonny. If Christina feels Sonny is failing Avery, she might go head-to-head with her father, threatening to expose his own weaknesses in court. Reaching out to enemies in a desperate bid to remove Ava from the equation, Christina might seek alliances with those who have dirt on Ava. This could backfire spectacularly if she finds herself caught in a web of deceit and danger. Could this lead to Christina's downfall? While Christina's protective instincts are admirable, her willingness to push boundaries might put her in danger. If she takes things too far, she could end up alienating Sonny, causing a rift in her family. Worse, if she engages in legally or ethically questionable actions, she might find herself facing serious consequences. Additionally, Ava is not one to be easily intimidated. If Christina attempts to strong-arm her, Ava could retaliate in ways Christina isn't prepared for. Given Ava's history with the mob, she knows how to handle threats, and Christina may be biting off more than she can chew. Sonny's next move. If Sonny senses that Christina is spiraling, he may have to intervene before she does something she regrets. Whether this means having a heart-to-heart with her, tightening his grip on the custody arrangement, or even warning Ava to stay in line, Sunny will have to tread carefully. He cannot afford another major family fallout, especially with the delicate balance he maintains in his personal and professional life. The fallout and what comes next. Regardless of how this situation unfolds, the ramifications will be felt across Port Charles. If Christina succeeds in exposing Ava, it could lead to a major custody battle that drags on for months. If she fails, she could find herself at odds with both Sunny and the legal system, potentially damaging her reputation and future. Furthermore, this could push Christina toward an even darker path. If she feels abandoned by her family or disillusioned with the justice system, she may act out in ways that put her in jeopardy. Could this be the beginning of a major turning point in Christina's storyline? One that sees her making dangerous alliances, or becoming more entangled in Sunny's world. Conclusion. Christina Corinthos Davis is fiercely loyal and deeply protective of those she loves, especially her little sister Avery. If she feels that Sunny's compromise with Ava is a betrayal of Avery's best interests, she may be willing to go to great lengths to correct what she sees as a mistake. But will her efforts lead to success, or will they backfire in ways she never anticipated? As the battle for Avery intensifies, Christina stands at a crossroads. Will she choose diplomacy, or will she resort to drastic measures? And most importantly, can Sunny stop his daughter before she crosses a line that she can never come back from? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The drama in Port Charles is far from over. Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright, both prominent actresses on the popular daytime soap opera General Hospital, have been the subject of rumors and speculation regarding a supposed feud between them. While neither actress has publicly confirmed any animosity, fans and media outlets have often speculated about tension behind the scenes. This speculation has been fueled by various factors, including their characters' storylines, social media activity, and occasional cryptic comments made during interviews. However, it's important to note that much of the feud narrative appears to be driven by fan interpretation and the soap opera world's tendency to blur the lines between fiction and reality. Both actresses have maintained professionalism throughout their careers, and any perceived conflict may simply be a reflection of their dedication to their roles and the competitive nature of daytime television. The origins of the feud speculation. The rumors of a feud between Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright began to surface several years ago, primarily among fans of General Hospital. Monaco, who has played Sam McCall since 2003, and Wright, who joined the show in 2005 as Carly Corinthos, are two of the most recognizable faces on the long-running soap opera. Both characters are central to the show's drama, often sharing scenes and storylines that involve high-stakes emotional moments. However, as their characters frequently clashed on screen, fans began to wonder if the tension extended off-screen as well. One of the earliest signs of speculation came from social media. Fans noticed that Monaco and Wright rarely interacted on platforms like Twitter or Instagram, even though they often shared scenes together. In the world of daytime television, where cast members frequently post behind-the-scenes photos and express camaraderie, this lack of interaction stood out. Some fans interpreted this as evidence of a rift, while others dismissed it as mere coincidence. Another factor that fueled the feud rumors was the competitive nature of their roles. Both Sam and Carly are strong, independent female characters who often find themselves at odds. Their storylines frequently involve love triangles, family drama, and power struggles, which require intense emotional performances. Some fans speculated that the actresses' dedication to their roles might have led to real-life tension, especially during particularly dramatic or high-pressure filming schedules. The role of fan interpretation. In the world of soap operas, fans are deeply invested in the lives of their favorite characters, and sometimes, the actors who portray them. This investment can lead to overanalyzing every interaction, comment, or social media post. In the case of Monaco and Wright, fans have scrutinized their behavior for any hint of discord. For example, during interviews or public appearances, both actresses have occasionally made cryptic comments that fans interpreted as subtle digs at each other. In one instance, Wright mentioned in an interview that she preferred to keep her personal life private and focus on her work. Some fans took this as a veiled reference to Monaco, who has been more open about her personal life in the past. Similarly, Monaco once commented on the challenges of working in a high-pressure environment, which some fans interpreted as a comment about her relationship with Wright. However, it's important to note that these interpretations are often speculative. Without direct confirmation from either actress, it's impossible to know the true context or intent behind their comments. In many cases, the feud narrative seems to be more about fan perception than reality. The impact of storylines on perception. The characters of Sam McCall and Carly Corinthos have a long history of conflict on General Hospital. From love triangles to family disputes, their interactions are often charged with tension and drama. This dynamic has undoubtedly contributed to the perception of a feud between Monaco and Wright. For example, one of the most notable storylines involving both characters revolved around Jason Morgan, a central figure in the show who has been romantically linked to both Sam and Carly at different points. The love triangle created intense emotional scenes for both actresses, and fans couldn't help but wonder if the on-screen rivalry spilled over into real life. Additionally, both characters are known for their strong personalities and determination, which often puts them at odds. Carly is a fierce and sometimes manipulative character, while Sam is more grounded but equally determined. Their clashes on screen are a key part of the show's drama, but they also blur the lines between fiction and reality for some viewers. Social media and the feud narrative. Social media has played a significant role in perpetuating the feud narrative. In today's digital age, fans have unprecedented access to the lives of their favorite celebrities, and even the smallest details can be scrutinized for hidden meaning. In the case of Monaco and Wright, their social media activity has often been analyzed for signs of tension. For instance, fans have noted that the two actresses rarely like or comment on each other's posts, even when they share scenes together on the show. While this could simply be a reflection of their personal preferences or busy schedules, some fans have interpreted it as evidence of a rift. Moreover, both actresses have occasionally posted cryptic messages or quotes that fans have linked to the supposed feud. For example, Wright once shared a quote about staying positive and not letting negativity affect her, which some fans took as a subtle jab at Monaco. Similarly, Monaco has posted about overcoming challenges and staying focused, which others interpreted as a response to Wright. Again, it's worth emphasizing that these interpretations are speculative. Without direct confirmation from either actress, it's impossible to know the true meaning behind their social media activity. The importance of professionalism. Despite the rumors and speculation, both Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright have maintained a high level of professionalism throughout their time on General Hospital. They have consistently delivered strong performances and remained dedicated to their roles, even during challenging storylines or busy filming schedules. In interviews, both actresses have spoken about their commitment to the show and their respect for their fellow cast members. Wright, in particular, has emphasized the importance of focusing on her work and not getting caught up in drama. Similarly, Monaco has expressed gratitude for her role on the show and the opportunities it has given her. Their professionalism is a testament to their dedication to their craft and their ability to separate their personal lives from their work. While fans may enjoy speculating about behind-the-scenes drama, it's clear that both actresses prioritize their roles and the success of the show. The role of the soap opera genre. The soap opera genre is unique in its ability to blur the lines between fiction and reality. With its dramatic storylines, emotional performances, and long-running character arcs, it's easy for fans to become deeply invested in the lives of their favorite characters and the actors who portray them. This investment can sometimes lead to overanalyzing every interaction or comment, as fans search for hidden meaning or drama. In the case of Monaco and Wright, the intense nature of their character storylines has undoubtedly contributed to the perception of a feud. However, it's important to remember that soap operas are, at their core, a form of entertainment. The drama and tension that fans enjoy on screen are carefully crafted by writers, directors, and actors, and may not reflect real-life relationships. Conclusion. Separating fact from fiction. The supposed feud between Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright is a fascinating example of how fan speculation and media narratives can shape perceptions of celebrity relationships. While there have been occasional hints of tension, the vast majority of the feud narrative appears to be driven by interpretation rather than fact. Both actresses have maintained professionalism throughout their careers and have consistently delivered strong performances on General Hospital. Their dedication to their roles and the show is evident, and any perceived conflict is likely a reflection of their commitment to their craft rather than any real-life animosity. Ultimately, the feud between Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright remains a topic of speculation among fans. While it's natural to be curious about the lives of our favorite celebrities, it's also important to remember that not everything we see on screen or social media reflects reality. In the case of Monaco and Wright, the truth may be far less dramatic than the rumors suggest. Final thoughts. The world of daytime television is filled with drama, both on and off screen. While the supposed feud between Kelly Monaco and Laura Wright has captured the attention of fans, it's important to approach such narratives with a critical eye. Without direct confirmation from the actresses themselves, much of the speculation remains just that, speculation. Scout spirals out of control. Alexis starts a custody battle? The dramatic world of General Hospital could soon be shaken by a harrowing custody battle that no one saw coming. As tensions mount and emotions run high, Alexis Davis may find herself fighting for the well-being of her granddaughter, Scout Kane, if her behavior begins to spiral out of control. Could Alexis take legal action against Drew Kane and Sam McCall to ensure Scout's future remains stable and secure? Scout's troubles begin. Scout Kane, the young daughter of Sam McCall and Drew Kane, has largely been out of the spotlight in recent years. However, recent developments suggest that she may be headed for a troubled path. With her father, Drew, having endured a traumatic time in prison and now struggling to find his footing in civilian life, and her mother, Sam, often preoccupied with other matters, Scout may be feeling lost in the shuffle. There have been small indications that Scout is struggling emotionally. Perhaps she has been acting out at school, withdrawing from family, or displaying troubling signs of rebellion. If her behavior continues to deteriorate, it could raise red flags for those who love her, particularly her grandmother, Alexis Davis. Alexis' concerns grow. Alexis Davis has always been fiercely protective of her family, especially when it comes to her daughters and grandchildren. As a former lawyer, she knows the legal system inside and out, making her uniquely equipped to take action if she deems it necessary. Seeing Scout struggle would deeply concern Alexis, and if she feels that Sam and Drew are not addressing the issue properly, she may believe it is her duty to step in. Alexis might start by offering her support and guidance, urging Sam to focus more on Scout's needs. But if the situation worsens, Alexis could start considering legal measures to ensure Scout receives the care she needs. Drew and Sam's perspective. While Alexis' concerns may be valid, a custody battle would undoubtedly create a massive rift in the family. Sam and Drew both love Scout dearly, and they may be completely unaware of the depth of her struggles. If Alexis approaches them with accusations of neglect or poor parenting, it could ignite a major conflict. Drew, still adjusting to life after his wrongful imprisonment, might feel defensive, believing that he is doing his best to reconnect with his daughter. Sam, on the other hand, could argue that she has always put Scout first, despite balancing her relationship with Dante Falconeri and other responsibilities. Neither parent would take kindly to Alexis challenging their parenting skills. They may push back against her claims, insisting that Scout is simply going through a phase rather than a serious emotional crisis. The legal battle begins. If Alexis decides to pursue custody of Scout, she will need to provide evidence that Sam and Drew are unfit parents. This could mean gathering testimony from teachers, therapists, or family members who have noticed changes in Scout's behavior. If Scout is truly in distress, Alexis may argue that Sam and Drew's focus has been elsewhere, and that she would provide a more stable and nurturing environment. Sam and Drew would likely fight back, hiring lawyers of their own to counter Alexis' claims. The courtroom battle would be intense, with emotions running high as family members take the stand. The case could even draw in other Port Charles residents, with friends and relatives choosing sides in the dispute. The impact on Scout. Regardless of how the battle unfolds, the biggest concern remains Scout's well-being. A custody fight could take a major toll on her, adding stress and confusion to an already difficult time in her life. If Alexis is successful in her bid for custody, how would Scout feel about being separated from her parents? Conversely, if Alexis loses, will Sam and Drew still allow her to be a part of Scout's life? Or will the damage done be irreversible? This storyline could take multiple twists and turns, with shocking revelations coming to light. Could secrets from Drew's past be used against him? Might Sam uncover dirt on Alexis that weakens her case? Or will a compromise be reached before the court makes a final decision? The future of the Davis-Kane-McCall family. If General Hospital chooses to explore this dramatic custody battle, it could lead to powerful performances from Nancy Lee Grahn, Alexis, Kelly Monaco, Sam, and Cameron Matheson, Drew. The stakes are high, and the outcome could reshape their family dynamic forever. Will Alexis succeed in gaining custody of Scout, or will Sam and Drew prove that they are the best parents for their daughter? One thing is certain. Port Charles is in for an emotional roller coaster as this potential storyline unfolds. Kai and Trina bond Nina's heart-to-heart. Kai and Trina had always shared an unspoken understanding. From the moment they met, there was an undeniable connection between them. One built on trust, mutual respect, and the desire to help each other grow. Though their relationship had its fair share of ups and downs, their bond only strengthened with time. However, when Nina entered the picture with her heartfelt conversation, everything took on a deeper meaning. A friendship rooted in trust. Kai and Trina's bond had not developed overnight. It was the result of years of shared experiences, of being there for each other through the good and the bad. Trina had seen Kai at their lowest, struggling with personal dilemmas, and Kai had stood by Trina's side as she navigated through heartbreak and self-discovery. They were each other's anchor, a safe harbor in an unpredictable world. Yet, as close as they were, there were still things left unspoken. Some emotions were too raw, some fears too daunting to voice. But when Nina, a figure of wisdom and warmth, stepped into their lives, she helped them uncover the depth of their friendship in ways they had never imagined. Nina's insightful presence. Nina had a unique way of seeing people for who they truly were. She had an innate ability to read between the lines, sensing the emotions that others tried to hide. When she sat down with Kai and Trina, she immediately recognized the depth of their connection. She could see the unspoken words that hovered between them, the lingering doubts and questions that neither had dared to address. With her gentle approach and compassionate nature, Nina created a space where Kai and Trina could be vulnerable. She encouraged them to express their fears, hopes, and the true meaning of their bond. She didn't push them toward any particular outcome. Instead, she allowed them to navigate their feelings at their own pace. Facing their fears. One of the most profound moments during their conversation with Nina was when she asked them what they feared the most. Trina hesitated, her fingers twisting in her lap, before admitting, "I'm scared of losing what we have." Kai, normally so composed, let their guard down. "Me too," they confessed. "I don't know what I'd do without you." It was a moment of raw honesty that had been long overdue. For years they had danced around their emotions, unsure of how to define their relationship. Was it friendship? Something more? Or was it simply a connection beyond labels? Nina's words of wisdom. Nina smiled warmly. The strongest bonds aren't defined by labels. They're defined by the love, trust, and respect you share. It doesn't matter what the world calls it. What matters is how you feel and how you support each other. Her words resonated deeply with both Kai and Trina. They realized that their relationship didn't need to fit into any predefined mold. What mattered was the love they had for each other, in whatever form it took. A newfound understanding. After their heart-to-heart with Nina, Kai and Trina felt an overwhelming sense of relief. They no longer felt the pressure to define their relationship in conventional terms. Instead, they embraced their bond for what it was, unique, irreplaceable, and deeply meaningful. As they walked away from their conversation with Nina, a comfortable silence settled between them. Then with a soft smile, Trina reached for Kai's hand. "No matter what happens, we'll always have each other." Kai squeezed her hand in return. Always. Their bond, once filled with uncertainties, now stood unshakable. Thanks to Nina's heart-to-heart, they had found clarity, reassurance, and a deeper appreciation for the connection they shared.